Before we get going into the video, my name is Brando for the new viewers. I'm the founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency. We've been able and so fortunate to work with 100 plus partners. And so the reason I started this channel is to document every framework that I know is proven to work and that actually work so that you can get some value from it and, hopefully make your business a success. With no further ado, I hope you enjoy this video.
In this video, I'm going to bring you through the exact strategy and funnels and pretty much creative production approach that a company doing $20 million per month is doing. And the reason why I want to bring you through this kind of, call it case studies, because the exact approach that we use to grow our own clients at Brandlux Media, my agency, is that we funnel hack and study direct competitors of our clients. And so we happen to work with an apparel company, and so we went on and studied True Classic, which is a very successful I guess at this point 9-figure company that has been drastically growing purely or mostly online. Okay, so I'm going to bring you through exactly what they're doing and how we leverage this approach with our clients to get results and ultimately scale to $1 million months, which is of course the ultimate goal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take some notes. It's going to be a quick one, but definitely valuable one. And with no further ado, let's get right into the video. Great, let's get it going. I actually moved outside because I'm not sure if you can hear my voice, but I'm a bit allergic this morning, so I just moved outside. Much better, have some sun. Probably gonna have my left side tanned and my right, side of my face completely not tanned. But let's get into the video. What I'm showing you here is just, kind of like to prove my point, what I was talking about in the introduction of the video. This is just a client of ours that we're managing, doing $1 million a month. And what we're doing is that we're literally going after direct competitors, studying them, funnel hacking them, and trying to understand exactly what's going on with their strategy so that we can take the best parts that we think could work for our clients, implement them, improve upon them, and ultimately grow. And this is how we do it. It's a very old school, simple approach, but it definitely works. We don't want to overcomplicate things. We want to only work with proven strategies. And also, we don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? It doesn't make sense to reinvent the wheel. So this is just one of our clients, and they're doing quite well. Now, moving forward, let's actually talk about True Classic. True Classic, you probably have seen them all over in the internet or Google, social media, whatever. And they're basically a company that focuses on the quality of the product, selling t-shirts and selling t-shirts that are not super stretchy. That there's, especially in the US, there tends to be a kind of like a style where everything is super large and doesn't really fit. And so the selling proposition here is that they sell companies that fit. And by the way, if you hear these noises, it's because we have a fire and it's popping it's popping fire. But getting back to True Classics, they're doing quite well. They're doing around $20 million a month purely online, at least based on the research that we're doing. And so we thought of just going after and studying exactly what their marketing approach is and how they approach marketing in the first place. Okay, so let's actually go through a tool that we use, and I'm going to talk about this every single time. I'm going to bring it up every single time because it's the tool that we use internally to funnel hack and actually do anything in regard to competitor analysis and market research. And so we use a tool called Atria. I speak about it every time. And then, what we did is we type it in, we follow the company, and then we're able to see, the proportion between videos and images. I'm not going to go through this information again. If you are a new viewer, you can also just look at my other videos where I talk about this every time. But you can basically funnel hack the entire company, and you can also look at how many landing pages they're testing and what is the proportion of traffic that they're sending to one landing pages compared to another, and so on and so forth. And now, one thing that I want to kind of let you note over here is that one thing that you can do here is and that I always do is filter by active ads so that we can only funnel hack ads that we know are working right now, whether they were launched 2 weeks ago or 2.5 years ago. It doesn't matter, but we want to filter by active ads and then filter by longest running ads as well, so we can take a look at some ads that ran until August 23rd, 2023, right? So basically a year and a half ago or whatever that is. And so this is obviously an indication that this style of ad, as you can see, they have a lot of 2023 ads, are just simply working. And also, this is the power of Facebook, because most likely these ads are running on Facebook. And one thing that you can do here is also look at their ads library actively. Just click here and it'll bring you to the ads library. And going back, these ads are like 99% Facebook ads, because I don't know any other platform that allows you to push an ad and let it be active for like 2 years and still be profitable and pump in revenue and profit for the company. It's like, I've never heard of another company, or sorry, social media platform that allows you to do that. TikTok is great, but it's like the ads burn out in 2 weeks and then you have to like reiterate, right? So one thing that I want to note over here that's super, super important is that they're testing multiple different offers and multiple different landing pages and collections and stuff like that. And I have a couple of really, really interesting concepts that I want to show you in just a second over here. And the first one being is that, you know, this is their collection, or their one of their most popular call it sales page or collection page, where they're pushing their traffic to. And it's because, you know, you can basically see all of their offers. And we noticed that whether you like it or not, with apparel and clothing, people look for deals, right? They look for deals and they look for deals. And so if there's no kind of like special deal for them, and I'm not saying that you need to do 50% off every time, but if there's no special deal, then it doesn't really work as well when it comes to paid advertising to new customers. At least that's what we noticed. And so they're doing this very, very optimized and user-friendly page, where they're also having some graphics and some video, and they're selling basically sets, because they're the most popular ones. This is also a great opportunity to sell sets with discounts to increase average order value and conversion rate, because if you're selling a set and I already know that it's something that I want to buy, I'm going to buy a 6-pack or a 9-pack of t-shirts, and I'm going to take advantage of the discount, right? So I really like what they're doing over here. And on the second note, they're also doing this bundle builder, and they're mostly, you know, it's for anybody on the site, but I know they're also pushing it mostly for first-time buyers as well. And it works like wonders. If I were to start a new clothing brand, I would 1000% do this, where they have an offer, and they basically have an offer that says build a custom pack. 3+ items is 33% off, 6+ items is 44% off, and 9+ items is 50% off. And of course, this makes sense for them, because as they increase volume, the margins are more in their favor, and they can give any type of discount. And so they wouldn't do this if it didn't make sense. That's basically long story short. And you can also filter by whatever you want. And as you go ahead and add to cart, you can basically build your own bundle. It's added to cart, and then, you know, once you get to 3, 6, 9, the discount is going to be automatically applied, which is the beauty. And so I like to do these offers specifically also to push sales and acquire new customers, because when it comes to new customers, people need a reason to buy from you. And so if you give them maybe a good offer, you can increase your conversion rates while still maintaining a pretty healthy average order value. Because let's not remember or forget that if I add 3 t-shirts, you know, my average order value, or like 3 items, my average order value is going to stack up, and not even to talk about 6 items or 9 items, right? So you have to be very strategic when it comes to that, and they're doing this in a very, very smart way. And so you can also filter by activewear, bottoms. It's basically on this page based on their best sellers. And then what I also like is I can go in here and see the description, see more images. It's very, very user friendly, and it's also perfect on mobile. And then if I want to see more details, and I like this a lot, it gives you the option to actually go on the full product page with all the reviews and all these, you know, build a pack. These are also great upselling opportunities where they sell packs. Okay. And you know, the rest of the page is really, really standard. It's just really easy to navigate, which I really like. And they have a what's my size, which is really important. They have an offer, always reminding people of the offer. Add 2 more for 8% off. This is really, really important. And by the way, these are not new concepts. Amazon does this every single time to all of their products. Upselling, downselling, offers, scarcity, urgency, all these things are like normal, okay? Just people don't forget, and they think it's scammy if you do it. But if you do it in the right way, you can actually increase your numbers and spend more ads and be more profitable. And so I love what they're doing here by testing multiple pages. What I also want to show you on the same time is kind of this approach where, and this is an approach that is a lot more likely for, and I guess one of the main differentiators between an 8-figure company and a 7 or 6, 7 figure company. They're scaling with offers. Just like you scale new products, you scale, different products, meaning you scale horizontally with different products, just like you scale and test different marketing angles, right? The way that you sell a product, you can sell a product in many different ways, and you can test different marketing propositions and present your product in like 12 different ways. You can do the same thing with offers: buy one get one free, or say buy 3 save 33% off, buy 6 save 44% off. What I basically just showed you, right? All these things are ways to put your propose your products in a different way, in a more incentivizing way, and ultimately acquire new customers in a much more profitable way, right? So all these things really make sense. And guess what? If you can create a system where you distribute your level of cash flow and risk with different offers, you can achieve a much more consistent and reliable business. And this doesn't only apply with offers. As I said, it applies with products, it applies with marketing angles, it applies with creative concepts, right? You can't just test the same things. You have to distribute your risk. And this is one thing that they're really doing very, very well. And as you can see here, they're testing multiple different collections and pages and specific, and there's probably more. These are just the top ones. You can also explore more on the ads library if you want. Okay, this is really, really smart. Now let's go into their creative strategy, because this is really, really important. Now let's filter. As you see, they're running 60% videos and 40% images, which is a good indication. And let's take a look at the ads that have been running the most, and let's see how the strategy that they're using to replicate these ads, and then to go from there. So this is a classic kind of like high production ad. They have an actor and they have like a normal, like a white background. So this is probably going to cost some money, but it definitely works for them. Something to consider. Let's take a look at some other things over here. This has still been running since basically the same day. This is really easy to replicate. You can do this on Canva, very easy. You can just put a picture of a customer and then have these features. It's like basically a GIF. It's like a 7-second ad. Very easy to replicate. Let's take a look at this one.
As an identical twin, I feel like you get compared to all the time. Who looks better? Let us show you the difference between a true classic t-shirt and just a regular t-shirt. Let us show you our favorite features. And they are made with premium fabrics that are super soft and stretchy. It's a little tight around the biceps, so even if you work out or not, nobody will be able to tell because you look good. It's a soft, lightweight fabric, and our...
So this is a very raw UGC video. In my opinion, it's one of my favorite ones. They are a bit more expensive, and so there's specific, we can take a look at, I can bring you through a strategy that we use to really decrease the cost of every UGC video, which is really, really important, because as you scale, you need more UGC content, more content production in general, and it gets really expensive if you don't have a strategic way of being smart and putting your budgets and resources in the right spots. So I can bring you through that strategy in just a second, so stick until the end. But let's go over a couple other things and see what they're doing.
These are the worst thing that men can wear. Most jeans are either super baggy, too stiff, or have a terrible wash. But there is nothing sexier than a man wearing true classic jeans. They're made with ultra soft 4-way stretch fabric.
So August 31st, 2023 until present. Like, this is an ad that combines B-rolls of one person or multiple actors filming 3 to 10 second scenes that we can give them or give them direction to. And so we receive a bunch of videos, and then we can put all these videos together and basically create AI voiceovers, or with AI actors like this one. This is, if it's a real actor, cool, but nowadays it's probably a real one because it was 2023. But now you can use something called ARC ads, and you can basically go in here and they will automatically generate it's a text to speech kind of feature with an AI voiceover, an AI actor, real actor. So all these people here.
Ready to level up your photo game? Let this app work its magic and turn...
This is all AI. Like, this person is AI.
Avoid these 2 mistakes if you have an Android phone. Number 1 is getting too many.
This is all AI, right?
This is the smartest gym bag to ever exist. the Colca backpack.
So it's really realistic. Like, you can do this in 2023, but now you can. So it's becoming even cheaper to produce these things. Before, you needed to pay like probably $100 for like 2 or 3 scripts, because it takes time for the actor to read the script, film, record, send it over, all that stuff. Now it's literally $5 to $10 for 1 or 2 or 3 scripts. It's really cheap. So how do we do this? How do we replicate this? And by the way, I'm talking about this because this video is like a high production. You can obviously do it. It's just going to cost you a lot. This video is also, it's great. It's also going to be on the more expensive side, because what's going to happen is that you're going to go to the creator, and then you're going to pay them probably $200 or $300 for one video and a couple of hooks. And then this is the final piece, you know, that you can put together. On the other side, this is a really scalable ad that can allow you to really save at the same time. So the approach that we use is a B-roll plus a voiceover approach. I've spoke about this many times, but essentially there's 2 ways to do it, right? The normal UGC video or the B-roll strategy. Essentially, we partner with like 4 or 5 creators, and we tell them to film a lot of different B-rolls and different scenes and different pieces of footage, and then we receive a bunch of videos all together, and then we give it to the creative strategy team and the editors and my team, and they put the scenes all together, and we can test with different voiceover actors. Or we can also use features kind of like this, where the voiceover is actually being spoken and narrated by an AI person, avatar, UGC, AI person, call it whatever you want, the person that sits on the bottom of the screen. So these strategies work very well, and it's really cheap. Oh my god, what's going on? It's really cheap at the same time, because you can scale horizontally by testing different scripts and just switching around the storylines and B-rolls just with an editor, so that you can essentially create more videos. So what happens is, instead of spending $300 per UGC creator and having 5 videos or maybe 10 videos, you can spend the same amount for 5 creators and then almost have capacity for 100 plus videos, because you can switch and match different pieces together. This is by far the best way to scale in a cheap way, sustainable way, organized way, and where you also have control over your creatives, because there's nothing worse than believe it or not, like, even if a creator is good, 80% of the time they're not going to send you an ad ready optimized ad. And so the best thing that you can do is get raw content from them, including B-rolls, and then having a creative team that has e-commerce experience and putting the pieces of the puzzle together, so that you can create and produce a fully optimized video that you can then go ahead and launch in your ad campaigns, right? So this is what they're doing over here. Okay. So this is basically the approach that they're using, and it works very well. Once again, if you want to scale, it's both. You can use this strategy with B-rolls like they're doing over here in 2 ways. Number one, if you're starting out and you want to kind of save some money, and also just to scale drastically, because once again, if you go ahead and do a video like this, although it can really work well, it's just expensive. You get less compared to what you pay for, and you don't know if it's going to work. So I suggest that you start doing these ads only if you're like 100% sure that it has a very high chance of working, or if you've already tested it in your ad account, it's already proven to work, and you want to just go all in on this type of creative. Now this is all really important information that I'm sharing, but you can also just go in here and basically keep on scrolling, because even this ad is from 2023. Like, all these ads are winning ads. Let's take a look at this one.
If you're a guy who hates shopping for clothes, this video is for you. If you have any of these items in your closet right now, it's time to refresh your...
See, this is the same exact process. B-roll, and then the person, a talking head, it's called. AI, you can do it with AI as I just explained. AI voiceover, talking head. And you can also transcribe this script by clicking on this Try Ultra feature. Been running for 487 days, crazy. And then you can basically transcribe the script, and then you can use a similar script or create a similar script We also use ChatGPT to create like get inspiration from new scripts. But you can transcribe it, put it into ChatGPT, or use the feature in Archer, and it will create a brand new script with your own tonality and voice, brand voice. Because what if you click over here, you can actually, it will. I'm not gonna do it now, but it's gonna ask you, because it takes a couple minutes. It's gonna ask you for information of your brand name, your logo, and stuff like that, so that it can create an on-brand similar script based on the winning script that was working for this client, or not this client, this brand. That's what I meant. Okay, so once again, scrolling through these sections and studying winning ads is really important. This is what we do. We put all of these winning ads into our competitor research document, and we save everything every single week. We don't do it every single day for all of our clients, but we do it as a weekly task, because it's super important to stay on trend and to make sure that we always launch profitable ads. Now, what did I want to show you here as well? They're also doing quite a lot of image ads. If you filter by images, I mean, they are running 41% of image ads. So you can also filter by images. These ones have also been running for a while. You know, they also have a feature here where you can basically, if you go on top picks, you can basically click on the types of ads. Let's just say maybe you saw that features and benefits were working very well for them. You can take a look, and they also have templates where you can copy them on Canva. I'm not sure how it works because I've never used it over here, but you can copy the template. Let's see. Maybe not this one. Let me take a look here. There's templates. There's a way, yeah, so there's like a preview. I think some you need to buy, some are free. But the other approach that we use to really be fast with this is Creative OS. We have an account, and what we do is that I have my team, my creative strategist, my graphic designers go in here, and basically what this does is that it basically looks like this, exactly as I'm showing. You can go in here, filter by types of ads, also based on what works well in your industry, in this case like apparel or clothing, and then you can copy the template on Figma or Canva, and then it will just basically provide you with placeholders, so that instead of, you know, this image, it's gonna give you like you can replace it with your product. It's gonna keep this headline, this sub headline, this header at the top. It's gonna keep the exact same creative, but it's gonna give you the opportunity to like switch and match it with your own branding and your own words and stuff like that. So this saves you at least 70% of the time in the ideation process as well, and it's only $49. And there's also a 3-day trial if you want to try it. So really important tool that we use internally, that, you know, something to think about at least. Okay, going back over here, let me go back. This is essentially what they're focusing on and how they're scaling. I actually also had a consultation with them like maybe last year, and they're doing quite well. What's really important, once again, to go from 7 figures to 8 figures is having a systematized process of call it team, in-house team, outsourced team, a group of people that can continuously do competitor research, gather the data that works, understand why it works, and then get and steal the best frameworks that are working for the direct best competitor, and then implementing it to your brand and improving upon it. This is the best way to scale brands, in my opinion. And then of course leveraging tools like this, like Creative OS, like Arc Ads, like the strategy that I showed you before over here. Understanding these concepts is really important. At the end of the day, like, the people that are able to scale are the people that are able to provide a major impact on their ad account from a creative perspective. So they don't focus on the ad account structures, they focus on creative concepts, marketing angles, and launching new offers to scale vertically and horizontally at the same time. Okay, I hope this video was valuable. I just wanted to give you a breakdown of this very successful company. Once again, they're doing around $20 million a month. And as I said, we use this strategy to funnel hack and learn from these companies so that we can use and leverage these exact same strategies for our clients. Okay, I hope this video was valuable. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and see you in the next one.
On a side note, before I end it off here, if you actually own an e-commerce business and you want your business and your brand to be audited, we can just hop on a call, hop on a free strategy session with myself or one of my team members, and we can pretty much have a conversation about your roadmap towards next year and how perhaps you can reach your goals. The conversation is very laid back. It's honestly just to understand if there's an opportunity for us to do even business together one day. Okay, with no further ado, thank you once again, and who knows, maybe see you in the next masterclass.